All the dust. What the hell? It's like one rehearsal and everything's dirty. I don't even know where to put it. Well, hey there, lovely people and guitar maniacs all over the world. It's Van Daven time again. And today I want to talk about the Quad Cortex again. Yes, I still have the Quad Cortex. Surprise, surprise. And yes, you can mount it, of course, on an Aclam pedalboard. To be honest with you, well, some of you know that I don't want to carry the big stuff to the small gigs, and I have a couple of small pub and club gigs coming up with my cover band. Play smaller venues than Murdoch, and I really don't want to carry my big Lion pedalboard, and very expensive actually if you count together all the components, Lion pedalboard to those gigs. No, I don't. No, man, I don't want to do that. And well, and sometimes I'm quite happy to go back to the Quad Cortex, just because I think it also sounds awesome. Those of you who've been watching my channel know that most of the time I only like modelers when they are supported by an analog overdrive pedal. They only sound really good when the first breakup comes from an analog pedal. And with the help of Joel of Aclam, I put together a two-story kind of pedalboard that just needs minimum space and it's easy to transport, and that one hosts a Quad Cortex. Take a look at this. Surprise, surprise! Here it is. Let's take a closer look. It's my way of transporting my Quad Cortex. Let's get that thing out of the box. And here we go. So this is the latest iteration of my Quad Cortex pedalboard. As you can see, it shrunk in size, and that was made possible thanks to Aclam by using like a triple spaced upper option. Here you can easily see it. There are 3 spacers instead of the single spacer that it normally comes with, right? And it just elevates the pedalboard enough to fit in the Quad Cortex. You can see I've just mounted the Quad Cortex in a way that the rubber feet are just covering those extremes, and it's sticking out a little bit, but I can see the entire screen, and I can also operate the screen. Also, the big mission control pedal has been removed because it wouldn't fit, and now I have this Moore X-Spline, which is actually pretty cool, surprisingly sturdy, more sturdy than the DoD mini expression pedal that I had for a while. We have a Moxie on insert 1. On insert 2 we have an SL drive. Of course we have a polytuner and a drop. And one of the concepts of this pedalboard build was that I can just quickly remove this type of overdrive very quickly. I just have to flip that open, and I can quickly exchange it with any of the other pedals of my collection. Yeah, the drop is just imperative because, especially in the cover band I play in, we have a lot of different tunings, so it would be hell to carry along like 3, 4, 5 different guitars to those small club and bar gigs. Polytune, of course, it's the best tuner out there. It just gives you instant information no matter if you're recording or you're playing live. SL drive is cool because I kind of got used to the super lead sound now with my bigger UAFX pedalboard. And yeah, and there's the Quad Cortex. And one of the things I was always afraid was when I have that one on stage is somebody trips at the back and rips out one of the plugs. Doesn't happen with that configuration because everything is protected, right? So here we have insert sends 1 and 2. As you can see, everything is well protected from above, so nobody can stomp on it. This is Aclam's own bracket for the jock, so you don't have to use those clamps anymore. You just have to screw it on that metal housing and then mount the metal housing on one of the rails here. So far, this pedal board is a full dream come true, right? With that protective plastic, and that can be easily stuck onto the board again, just like this. Tucks underneath the cables, and it holds there when it's in the bag, and everything's held well with those clip-ons by Aclam. It's just the cleanest version of a pedal board that you can find, I guess. And it's also super fun to build that type of pedal board. If you have the time, right? It's a bit like building Lego, and as you can see, like all the strands and everything like that, it's just really, I'd say it's quite road proof, right? And it's small. All right, okay, so probably now you want to listen and you want to hear how that whole thing sounds, and I'll just start recording here because it's now the official version of Cortex Control, and it's still not working on my studio machine, on my Mac Studio Ultra, M1 Ultra. But it's working on this laptop, so that's at least something in it. As you can see, I have an expression pedal, which is a Moore X-Spline. I had to drop the big pedal I had there before. Then there's a compressor, which I mainly use for clean sounds. Then it's a phaser, a chorus, and then there's the insert, which connects the Quad Cortex to the analog world. Again, at the moment in insert send return 1 I have a Wampler Moxie, and in insert send return 2 I have an exotic SL drive. Then there's the amp, that's a Victor Squid aka Victory Kraken channel 1 with, well, just a mild breakup. Then here we have a matchless amp for the clean sounds, and it's a Silla custom V30 4x12 cab. After that it goes into a noise gate, just to get rid of the noise from the pedal. Then it goes into a flanger, studio style, so after everything. Then there's a utility gain for the lead sounds to get a little bit louder, just to push the level a little bit up. Then there's a low and high cut that I sometimes use, a delay, and the reverb. And this is my distorted rhythm patch, and I'm not using any delay or reverb on that one. That would be just if I'm going out to my in-ears, right? Okay, let's take a listen. That's how it sounds. Then we have the lead sound here, which adds a delay and the gain and the reverb. So that was the lead sound. Let's continue. This is my clean sound. Yep, clean sound. There's another insert send return, and in that insert send return, as I already mentioned, I put the SL drive because, well, ever since you're using the UAFX pedal, you know, the line, I really got a kick out of playing that super lead sound. So rhythm wise, it kind of sounds like that. Surprise, surprise, it is the same Kraken setting as before. The only difference is that here we're using a tape delay instead of a digital delay. The SL drive is maybe not your best metal companion, but for stuff like that. And another thing that's great is just the harmonic resolution of the whole thing. Like, I guess we've come to the end of this video. Enough noodling. I hope you enjoyed this little showcase about my Quad Cortex pedalboard. I guess it's like the 4th iteration now, and this one's gonna stay because all the necessary effects are on there and everything is protected. All the plugs in the back are protected so they don't get stomped over by someone who's crossing the stage or some angry stage personnel who don't dare to throw it around. Well, even though the UFX board is great, I think I will not carry it to most gigs, most probably Murdoch gigs, but definitely no cover gigs. And well, sonically I think it holds its own ground, especially in combination with the distortion pedals. To be honest, I like that Kraken plus whatever you just heard even better than the preamp pedals going into the power amps. There's one more important little thing I want to talk about. I'm doing all that stuff in my free time, which is sometimes more, sometimes less, depending on my other jobs. And if you kind of like it or you feel entertained even, just hit the subscribe button and the bell. Comment if you have any questions or comments. And apart from that, I'm doing the same thing as always. I wish you the best day ever.